Greetings, muchachos. Welcome to Primo Pulpo's baking experiments here on the FSW Twitch stream. Each week, we will bring you a new recipe themed for one of the many talented wrestlers on the future stars of wrestling roster, man. And today, we are making the Real Mommy Brothers sugar cookies. Now, amigos, as you can see here, we have all of our ingredients pre-measured up. We have the flour, 5 cups of flour. We have our sugar. It is separated right now. In total, you will need 1.5 cups of sugar. However, we are going to take a 1/4 cup of that sugar and we are going to set it aside for right now. Here we have 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. We have 3/4 cup of shortening. We have 2 eggs. We have 2 sticks of butter, which is equal to 1 cup of butter. Here you will see that we have 2 tablespoons of milk. And here we have a concoction. 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. All right, amigos, the first thing we are going to want to do is we are going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to take our stand mixer and we are going to use the bowl to mix a few of these ingredients up. First, we are going to take our butter, our shortening, our powdered sugar, and our regular sugar. We are going to put it in here and we are going to mix it for 2 minutes until it gets nice and fluffy. Oh, the butter, man, it is so greasy, so oily. Look. We drop it in there. Let's drop another stick. Oh, it's nice and soft, you know. You want your butter to be at room temperature. So it makes it a nice, easy mix. And we're going to take the shortening. Let's take the shortening, huh? Oh, I recommend using a spatula such as this one to get out the extra oily stuff. It comes right out. Give it a little tap. Oh, there we go, there we go. Make sure you get it all out. Oh, 3/4 cups of shortening, man. That is some greasy stuff. But it's important, you know. It's going to help keep this nice and silky smooth, keep it together. It's going to be great. So we mix all that in. Next, we are going to add our powdered sugar. Boop, boop, boop. And the regular sugar. All right, so let's get this creamy, baby. All right, you might want to cover your ears, or hopefully my producer will put in some nice music during this moment. Whoa. There we go now. All right, you see, we are going to... We want to make sure it all stays down, you know. It's nice and fluffy and gets mixed. We got to cream it together, baby. Now these sugar cookies, they are going to be some very decadent boys, you know. They are going to be thick, they are going to be delicious. They are going to resemble some of the more famous sugar cookies out there, you know. The name brands, if you will. All right, you see. Now we are going to want to make sure it all gets pushed down. Push down, push down, push down. We want it all to mix nice and well. Hop, hop, hop. You see, it's starting to get very creamy, but it's not quite what we want it yet. All right, I'm gonna mix it up some more now. turn it on, Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, you see now it's nice and creamy, nice and fluffy. You see that? Look how creamy and fluffy it is. I'll mix it just a little bit more. Very good, very good. All right, now that we have this nice and creamy and light, look at that, look at that. All right. We want to wipe off this, get as much in the bowl as we can. All right, next we are going to add our milk and our eggs. Now it's not much milk, but it is a integral part of the process, you see. With the butter and the shortening, it will already be pretty moist, but we want to add a little milk. Whoop. And on top of that, we are going to add 2 eggs. Now, these eggs, I'm going to add them one at a time. That way, when you mix them in, you don't get a bit of eggshell in and ruin both eggs. So we're going to do one at a time for a minute. Here we go. Let's just put that there. Oh no. And those. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, sounds like the oven's already ready. Already. All right, and now that we mix those in, we are going to stir this bad boy up. Now it's going to get real creamy, almost like mayonnaise looking. That was a bad analogy, but stay with me, muchachos. All right, it's starting to stick together, you see. It's starting to look like a dough, if you will, a cookie dough. All right. It's looking good, but you know there's some stuff here at the top, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it. I'm going to lift. We are going to make sure all this extra batter, all the dough at the top, we're going to bring it on down, baby. Bring it on down. Whoop. See, you can just get it off on the mixer right there, because that's about to go right back in and get to mixing. Oh, yeah. Let's keep it going, baby. You want to mix the milk and the eggs in. Keep them going. You want them completely mixed in, baby. You'll see it will take on a new texture. This is my dance. My dance to this stand mixer. Alright, I think that's enough. Whoop, there it is. Alright. You know, I wonder if the Real Money Brothers would like their Real Money Brother cookies. You know, those two, they are pro athletes, man. One of them is a boxer, one of them is a football player. Then, you know, they got to keep their nutrition tight. So this doesn't quite seem like something they would eat often, but, you know, we are going to make such a decadent cookie that it would make a lot of money were they to sell it, you know, and I think that is something they would be proud of. So now that we have our milk and our eggs mixed in, we are going to push it all down. Push it. Push it real good. Yes, just like that. Okay. Boom shakalaka. The one chief raka. Okay. All right, once the milk and the eggs are mixed in, the next step is going to be adding in the flour. We got some dry ingredients we need to mix in, muchachos. And really all that's left is going to be our flour. 5 freaking cups of it. I know, it's a lot. And the other thing we have is our little mixture of the crema tartar, the baking soda, and the salt. So now, let's go ahead and add this in. Just a little bit. We will add this in first. Boop, boop, boop. And then we have so much flour, I'm only going to add in a little bit at a time. So first we will add in, I will say, about 2 cups. Each of these I weighed out to about 2.5 cups. So that seems close enough. Let's get to mixing. Now, when you have all these dry ingredients, it's important to keep it on a low setting to start. We want to make sure we're not splashing flour all over the place. You know, your Primo's dressed very well. I do not want to get flour all over me. At least not. Now, this right here, this is going to make it, it's going to make it real sticky. It's going to stick to the attachment. So we need to go ahead and stop it every once in a little bit. Make sure we clear up the attachment, get all this extra dough off. Starting to look good though, huh? Okay, here we go. Bloop. 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 Perfect, muchachos. Now, this recipe today is going to make 24 cookies. But the size of them, man, oh, geez. It's very important that you space them out when we get to placing them. But we will cover that in a minute. These bad boys are going to be so good. Oh, my goodness. I sure hope so. But then again, that's why they are called the Primo Pulpo's baking experiments. Because if I knew what I was doing, they wouldn't be experiments. Well, I kind of know what I'm doing. Nah, sort of. All right, as you see, a lot of this flour is building up on the sides here. So we need to scoop it down, scoop it on down. Get down there, buddy. Get down there, buddy boy, my flour friends. Yes. Boom. Okay. So now we're going to mix, lock it in. Now, it's not so powdery, so we can turn up the heat, you know. You turn up the speed and it mixes more. It doesn't stick quite as much. Now, we're going to turn it at a medium speed, you know. And now that we have it at a medium speed, we can go ahead and pour it in while it mixes. We pour in the rest of this flour right here. If we can, oh, that's a little stuck, so we are going to go ahead and do it this way. Oh, look at that, look at that. It's wild, right? All right, we got the rest of the flour in the first half. We still have another 2.5 cups of flour to go, okay? So let me tell you what, we are going to mix a little bit more of this in. Boop, 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 boop. Come on, big boy. You don't want it all in yet. All right. Get to mixing. Ooh, it sounds like he's having a hard time, man. See, that's why we split up our flour, you know. We need to make sure it takes the flour. We don't want the dough to get too dry. All right. We are going to make some space now. Oh, this is getting heavy, baby. Oh, cow. Holy cow, look at that. Oh, so sticky. I'm hot, sticky, sweet, from my head to my wheelchair. That sounds like something my producer would like. Isn't that your kind of music, Mr. Producer? Mr. 80s guy. Mr. Cobra Kai. Oh, baby, oh, baby. Look at it, look at this stick. Okay, okay. Okay, muchacho, okay. Okay, you want to play? Stand up mixer, let's play. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Beautiful. All right. Now let's push this down. Push it. Push it. Push it real good. Do. Now, amigos, if there is a recipe you have in mind, a dish you want to see made, make sure you hit us up on the FSW Twitter, on the FSW Facebook, or on the FSW Instagram. Or you can just comment live on Twitch when this airs. All right. So this is getting pretty thick, man, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit more, and we will see if we need more flour. Oh, that is sticking together like a dough now. Almost like a bread dough. All right, we've added in all the flour now. Let's see how this goes, man. Now, one thing to keep in mind, muchachos, is your climate. Every baking recipe may need some changes depending on the climate in which you are making it. You see, here in Las Vegas, it is very dry, so sometimes we must compensate for the dryness of the Las Vegas heat. Oh, this bad boy is going at it. You are taking this KitchenAid to task, huh? All right, amigos, now that we have it all mixed up, the next step is going to be applying it together and getting it onto your tray. Now, when you finish up, you are going to take a look at your dough. Now, when you finish up, you are going to look at your dough and you're going to say, man, this is so crumbly. That's the way it's supposed to be, muchacho. You see, it looks very crumbly, but we take some of it and we mush it together. You get little pretty balls. You see, it mushes together perfectly. Now, just random amounts. So what we are going to do is scoop out 3 to 4 tablespoons per cookie. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Now I'm using rough estimates, because it can be a little rough. But that's okay. So this is about 3. We will do another one because we want some big old cookies, man. We want those big, real money brother cookies, This right here is about 4. Now what we are going to do is we're going to take it, we're going to mush it into a ball. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just mix it around. Mix it around. Get it into a nice tight ball. Think about the extras. Boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Boom. Boom shakalaka. So there's the one. All right. Now, space these out well because you are only going to fit 8 per tray. This makes 24 cookies of this size. Big boys. All right, amigos. Now that we have all 8 of our cookies set on the tray, the next step is to take a glass. Put a little non-stick spray on top of it. Take your extra sugar from earlier. We are going to take the bottom, press it into the sugar, and then we are going to press down the cookie. Yes, just like that. All right, let's do it again. All right, and this is going to get those cookies to be about where you want them to be. You want to push it down till they're about half an inch wide. Yes, because these are going to turn out to be big cookies. Big, big cookies, baby. Whoop! There we go. Yes, pretty, pretty, pretty. Now, it is convention time for your Primo Pulpo. This is his first time making this recipe, so that is what makes it an experiment. This could very well turn into a mess, man. These could taste like crap. They could taste like Mondo Rox's socks, But no, I have a good feeling about this. I think we are going to make our R&B Real Money Brothers very proud with this one. The Real Money Brothers are very entertaining. Your Primo likes them a lot. They are like, every time they come out, they do the it's so cool, man. All right, so we are going to take these cookies and we are going to put them in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. What you want to do is you want to watch them and look and see the top of the cookie. It should look barely done. But once it looks that way, we're going to take it out because they are going to keep cooking once we take them out of the oven. So let's get to it, huh? The next step is going to be the icing. All right, muchachos, so now that we have the cookies going, it's time to work on the next step, the icing. Because of course, they're not going to be Real Money Brothers sugar cookies by just being sugar cookies. No, we need to add a little flair to the mix. So today we are going to be making a buttercream frosting. Yes, for this recipe, we are going to need butter. We are going to need powdered sugar. We are going to need some vanilla extract. And normally we use almond extract, but for this we want a little bit of a sour tinge, a little fresh zest. So we are using lemon extract instead. And then of course, a little bit of salt for flavor. So the first thing that we are going to do is take the butter and we are going to whip it for 3 to 4 minutes until it's nice and light and fluffy. So let's get to it. So now we have our butter and then it's time to whip it. Whip it good. Ba-na-na-na-na. Crack that whip. Ba-na-na-na-na. Leave it pass us in. Ba-na-na-na-na. Step on the crack. Ba-na-na-na-na. Break your mama's back. Boom, boom, Boom. I say, wait. Now, as you can see, we dropped in 2 more sticks of butter, man. And those 2 sticks of butter are what again? 1 cup of butter. Now, for the powdered sugar, we're going to need a little more than 1 cup. So we made 3 cups of powdered sugar. Now, when the time comes, we're going to add in a little bit at a time. Make sure it mixes better. All right, amigos. So now let's go ahead and take a look at this butter. See what it looks like whipped. Oh, and look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty and light and fluffy. Mama. Is it done? Oh, yeah, it makes little peaks. Maybe that counts. I don't know. I saw it on a Gordon Ramsay show. I don't know. So now that we have the butter with, it's time to add a few more ingredients. So we are going to take all of our little shot glasses, our extracts, our salt. We're going to toss them in, baby. Whoop. 1 shot. 2 shot. 3 shot. They call that a hat trick over at the Golden Knights Arena, T-Mobile. It's a hockey reference, you ingrates. All right, now let's blend this together, Very good, amigos. It's going. And just like we did with the dough, we are going to make sure we push it all down, you'll see, because some of the extract may get caught up on the sides, and we want it all to get mixed in. Every little bit of the extract counts, that's why you only use very little. It's very rich in flavor and it adds a lot to what we're making today. Get off. Muchachos, Primo fun fact. The real money brothers and boxer football player of Primo, he is also a sports guy. He doesn't really play any, but he likes to watch them, the sports, the football, your Primo's favorite team, the 49ers, baby. But on top of that, your Primo, he also likes boxing. You know what your Primo's favorite movie is? Creed. I've seen it 37 times. I watch it all the time. It motivates me, man. All the Rockies. So, now that we've whipped this, we've added some extra flavors in. The next step is all this powdered sugar, baby. So, we are going to add it in just a little bit at a time. Half a cup. And then another half cup. And then another half cup. But we can guesstimate the half cup, huh? First, we will toss in a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, 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 boop, boop. Come on, baby. That's like pretty much half a cup, kind of, maybe a little. Now, when you mix it, make sure it's at a medium to low setting, You don't want your powdered sugar just spraying up all over you. You don't want to be covered with white stuff, All right, we mixed a little bit. Let's add a little bit more. Yes, very good, man. I hope you are following along at home, muchachos. I expect to see your sugar cookies too. And then you get a whiff of this, you can smell the zesty lemon fragrance. It's delicious. It's mixing. Oh. What did I say, muchachos? You got to push it. Push it good. Push all that down. You'll see all this powdered sugar on the sides. You don't want to let that go to waste, It needs to mix in. If we wanted to not use this powdered sugar, I wouldn't have measured that much out, Of course, we want to use all of it. All right, and we will wipe this on the mixer. Boom. Big bada boom. Lilu Dallas multipass. Big bada boom. Oh. dee. Boo boo baba dee. Boo baba dee. Boo boo baba dee. Hey, you remember that from the Cartoon Network? Yeah, it's my producer. He remembers. All right, muchachos, we are pushing it down. I've added all the powdered sugar now. Oh, of course, this is the real Mommy Brothers we're talking about now. Back in the day, we might have done something black and gold, but as you can see from their new gear, they are more about the green nowadays. So, we're going to take this food gel, a little bit of green food gel, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a skewer. I'm going to take a skewer and get a little bit in there. And then we're going to just reach down and wipe it around, wipe it around. You'll see the food gel is very colorful. It should add a lot of color without very much at all. All right. We will wipe that right there. Bada boom. This guy in the room. How you doing? All right, muchachos. So now that we have our green in, let's give it a mix and see what we can do here. We should be getting some green, delicious buttercream frosting. Now, once you have it all mixed in, you want to go ahead, turn it up to a medium-high level, and give it going for a good 2 minutes. Oh yes, you see that green is already taking hold, baby. It is turning a beautiful shade of, kind of mint green, but it's almost like a pastel Easter green. It's very pretty. All right, so now it looks very pretty. It's this pretty green, as you can see. Let's get all of this off of our whisk. As you can see, I went ahead and used the whisk attachment so we could whip it good. Ba-na-na-na-na. Correct that whip. Get it past the slim, step on the correct. Dooby-dooby-doo. All right, and we push it all down, push it all down, push it all down. All right, I think our buttercream is done. Let's give it a little bit of a taste test. We will take a whoop. Oh, that's really good. Tell me, is it my mustache? Okay, thank you. All right, so now that we have the buttercream frosting, the next step is to go ahead and decorate our cookies. But it's not just going to be the buttercream frosting. No. You see, muchachos, your Primo has a few special ingredients to really bling up these real Money Brother sugar cookies. This here is gold sprinkles, and your Primo is going to sprinkle the gold all over that, man. Make it rain gold sprinkles. But if that's not enough, we got the next best thing. With these sweet gems, they are sugary diamonds that we will place on the cookies to make them really pop, baby. Now you can find ingredients like this at your local Michael's, Joann's, any sort of craft store, you know. You wouldn't think craft stores have really cool baking decorations. Well, you would be wrong, because they do. I think these are ready. Not quite as big as I wanted, but that's okay. You know, first time is the test run. All right, amigos. Here we have it. Your Real Money Brothers sugar cookies. We've got the gold, we've got the gems, we've got the whoa, we've got the green icing. Now, let's see if they taste good, huh? Oh, please don't taste like Fresco's hair. Please don't taste like Mando's boots. Pretty good, man. This is thick. This is a thick boy, but it's good. I don't know about the sweet gems. They're more of like a candy that you suck on, but otherwise, I call them a success, man. Look, Take a little shot to the inside. Open wide, producer. All right, I'll eat it. You'll see, they turned out beautiful. Well, they turned out okay, but they taste delicious, and that's really what counts. So these have been Primo Pulpo's Real Money Brothers Sugar Cookies. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and make sure you're tuned in next time, where we will make another themed recipe for one of the future stars of wrestling roster. Who will it be? Let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. Tell me who you want to see, what kind of recipes you want. Make sure you follow, subscribe, watch us on Twitch. Tune in every day as more great programming is coming to future stars of wrestling. I'm the Latin Kraken Primo Pulpo. I need to eat all these cookies and make some more. You